A lot of you people need to learn to take your kids a lot more seriously than you do. And the first thing I mean by taking your kids seriously is that most of you people, now I don't have any children myself. I spend a good amount of money not to have kids yet because I know I'm not prepared, I'm not ready, I'm not where I need to be yet to give a child the type of childhood that I think they're ready that they deserve to have. So I don't want to bring a child in this world that I'm not fully prepared for, either personally, emotionally, or financially. But a lot of you people don't do that. A lot of you people just have kids and roll with the punches and just figure you're going to be alright. And that's pretty much playing with someone else's life, if you think about it. Now, the first thing that I want to say about why you should take your kids more seriously, not even on the fact that you're responsible for them on the negative angle, but from just the common practical angle, which is that when you have a kid, you're pretty much given, and the reason they call it a gift, and the reason you should consider it a gift, is because you're given a blank human being, a blank slate, a perfect person pretty much. Now, they may have their disabilities, their illnesses, whatever, but as far as personality-wise, as far as the brain, what you could learn. And a lot of people who just simply send their kids off to another school or send them off to strangers to look out for them or teach them and educate them, you're missing out on the opportunities to learn and grow with your child. The main thing I can't wait to do when I have a kid is to actually teach my kid things and to learn things with my child as he's learning, so that when he's learning things, I'm relearning the same things that I was learning back in my childhood, and I'm learning it in a new perspective because now I'm actually teaching someone else and I'm watching them grow from it. So I have a whole new angle of looking at the information. A lot of you people don't look at it that way. You just hand your kids off and let someone else do it. That's why my first goal to having a child is actually being financially independent to the point where I don't have to work anymore. I don't have to go anywhere to work. I can just spend all day chilling with my kid and my family. But a lot of you people don't plan things out like that. You don't think about it before it happens, and you just roll with the punches and claim to be superheroes in the process, blaming your child for what happens. And a lot of you people do that to your kids, telling your kids, well, I would have been this, I would have been that, I would have done this if I didn't have any children. That is completely inappropriate because that was your choice. You had full control to do it. So you can't put that on a child who didn't really have any say in the matter. I'm sure if you're actually saying that to your kid, if your kid had a choice in the matter, they could turn around and tell you, well, if I would have had a choice of who I wanted to be born to or who was going to be my parents, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have picked you. If you weren't my parent, if somebody else was my parent, maybe I'll be doing much better than I'm doing now. That's something that kids could throw back in your face. So why would you even say that to them? That's leaving yourself wide open for something. And it's because you don't respect the children. You don't respect the energy, the gift, and the blank person that you're given to actually mold into what you want to see in the world, as opposed to just letting what the world has done to you bleed over to your child, and then your child goes on to repeat the same mistakes. You see what I mean? You kind of have to take yourself to a whole nother level and elevate your mind state when you're thinking about doing something like creating a life. And another point I want to bring up also is stop saying that stuff. Stop saying that I gave you life. You didn't give me life because you didn't even give yourself life. Nobody could give life because you don't know how life works. You don't understand all the processes. You're still trying to figure out your own life. So how can you go around and tell somebody else that you made my life? If you made my life, then you should be able to heal me. Why do I go to a doctor? Because you didn't make life. You are just one piece of a multi-billion year process. You're just one expression of it. And you having a kid is just another expression of that process. You didn't start that process. So stop taking credit for stuff you're not doing and making yourself feel better than what you really should. You having a kid is a biological process you have absolutely no control over. It's just like taking a shit. You don't control the shit or how the shit's gonna come out. You see what I mean? That makes no sense to say that. That's just one thing out there. That's just another thing I wanted to say. So main thing, realize how important your child is. Realize how much you can learn from your child. Not how much you can teach your child. How you could do this. No. You should look at the process as you growing from having a child, because your child can teach you way more about yourself than you can teach it about itself. That's real talk. And I'm Prince. I host Self-Education Radio every day at 3:30 p.m. Central Time. Blog Talk Radio. Catch me there.